Jim Rohn said all of us, we got the same ending. We're gonna die. So if you know you're going to die, why are you playing it safe? Like if you know you're gonna die, why are you listening to other people tell you about your life? If you're gonna die, why don't you live your own life? Man, that's what I loved about my grandma. She drove until she was 89 years old. She died in her own home. She didn't die nowhere else. My grandma lived her life on her terms. My grandma got her hair done every 2 weeks. She still was getting her hair done. She was still going and getting massage. She was still going to get manicure and pedicure. With the little money she had, she lived life on her terms. And guess what? There were some people in my family that didn't like the fact that she lived life on her terms and didn't care what they thought. But you know what? She died on her terms. You're going to die anyway. Don't die on your grandma's terms. You're going to die anyway. Don't die on your friend's terms. You're going to die anyway. Don't die on your parents' terms. If you're going to die, die on your own terms. No, I'm being honest. I remember there was a time when I used to speak. One of the things that used to bother me the most is I would like get invited to these events, and it was like it's a they're having a dinner, and it's like multi-millionaires in the room, and they got a dress code. I remember back in the day when I would be perplexed, like, okay, should I go buy a suit because I don't have a suit? Should I? Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, I'm so free now, and people think I'm free because of the money I make. I'm free now because I'm living life on my terms. I'm like, look, we got two options. Either I don't wear a suit and I show up and do what I do, or I wear a suit and I don't show up. No, watch me very closely, and I'm not disrespecting your event. If your event requires somebody to dress up, if that's what it's about, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just not coming. Why? Because I don't dress up. I like to be my authentic self. I like to be who I am. I don't want to have to go to the store and buy. I just want to be myself. And if you can't, and that's what I love about this company, it's not about how you dress. It's about real estate. It's not about how you dress. It's about home ownership. It's not about how you dress. It's about economic freedom. You should have got excited when I said that part. It's about the main thing. So here's what I need you to do. I need you, like the company, to get to a point where you're your authentic self. That's what I love when I wrote my book about my authentic self. I like to show up my authentic self. That's where my shirts say, "E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher." That's who I am. Shoes from the outlet. That's who I am. Cheap shirt. That's who somebody bought. Some dude made them. Was like, "E.T., I made you these shirts. What you think?" I said, "I think they're great if I don't got to buy no more. Like if you're just gonna give it to me for free, I think it's great. But if you're gonna charge me, I don't know." Does that make sense? So number one, listen to me very closely. Anything is possible, but nothing is possible if you have limiting beliefs. So I need you to check your limiting beliefs. And here, look, I love my mom to life, but my mom worked at Ford Motor Company her whole life. So my mom wanted me to get a job. And when I told my mom I was gonna be an entrepreneur, it hurt my mom. She's like, "Son, you got kids, how they gonna get insurance?" Moms was serious. My mom was embarrassed because I quit my job and my wife was still working as a registered nurse. My mom was embarrassed, my mom was hurt. "I didn't raise you like this, son, to be no entrepreneur." Like a cuss word. How dare you? I work for Ford, I'm married. Your father who adopted you, he worked at GM. This is a city of Ford, GM, and Christ. Don't you, son, I could get you a job at the plant. You want to be a what? An entrepreneur, what? I'm not mad at my mom. That wasn't a term for it. And guess what? I became an entrepreneur, and when my mom retired, she couldn't stand being retired. And guess who she works for? Mr. Entrepreneur. And you know what I told my mom? We have help, like mom, we have health insurance. Like we could buy our own, like Ford, like the only one. Like we have our own insurance. And it's good insurance too, mom. Like you don't gotta stand in the line. You know what I'm saying? You can go straight in, mom. You can see whatever doctor you want, a dentist. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We've got a 401k too, mom. We match too, mom. There are no limits but the ones you place on yourself. Why do I have to work at a job with insurance when we live in a country where I can start my own nonprofit, LLC, S-Corp, whatever I want, and I can go get my own insurance? Take those limits off. There are no limits. There is no such thing of fear. You're gonna die. Live your life. You're gonna die. All right, when I was homeless and a high school dropout, I was giving 50%. When I was working at Michigan State, and really doing well, I was probably giving 80, 85%. When I started giving 120%, mean I wake up on my own, mean I get up at 3 o'clock. I'm up at 3 o'clock, y'all, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, not only doing videos, but talking to people on Instagram Live. I ain't asked for a dime, and every Monday I got a prayer line with me and just jump on. I'm not asking for nothing, but I'm giving, and guess what? With the same measure that you give, it's gonna be given to you. Pressed down, shaking together. I wish my wife was out here. I'm not lying to y'all. I was on my way here. We went to Macy's because my auntie was like, we wearing white. I was like, oh, I didn't know we was wearing white. I thought we was wearing black. Okay, let me go get some white. I walk in, dude sees me, his wife start screaming, shaking. Can we take a picture? I was like, yeah, relax. It's just easy. You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, my husband sees you every day. I can't believe this. His husband was like, man, you changed my life. Here go $100. Go get you some lunch. I was the other day, the guy, airport, ET, I've been watching your videos, changed my life. Bruh, this ain't a lot, but take this. Whatever measure you give, wherever I go, people are giving. Why? Because I'm constantly giving. So I need you to take, no more fear, faith only. So do me a favor, write the word fear down and go look up all the antonyms and do that instead. And I want you to say those antonyms every single day. Anxiety, whatever the opposite of anxiety is, go look it up and go do it. Is that fair? Listen to me, you have an opportunity that you can't afford to lose. You have an opportunity that you can't afford to give up. You have an opportunity of a lifetime. As I leave you, opportunities are great, but most opportunities have more to do with whose hand the opportunity is in.